Good morning, I'm meteorologist Leonard Josiah with the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday morning. Together, let's take a look at your tropical weather update on the government's YouTube channel. Together, let's take a look at where we are in the scheme of things with respect to hurricane climatology. And already today, we have scaled the height. The height here, September 10th, suggests that we are now on the downward side of the graph. But yet still, we don't want to be complacent because the month of October can still yield tropical activity, and for that we are asking you to be vigilant and not be complacent. We still have some ways to go. We are located right here, but we have some ways to go to the end of November, so we're asking residents of our Twin Island state and the Leeward Islands and the British Virgin Islands, continue to be vigilant and let's continue to monitor the tropics. Here is the reason why. I'm going to be taking you right across the Atlantic Ocean. Here is our broad scale satellite imagery. You're seeing some blackness here, and the blackness moving towards the west suggests is between night and day. Now that we have given you a snapshot as to our visible satellite imagery and giving you the structure of clouds and storms, etc. right now, here are the British and United States Virgin Islands, the Leeward Islands, Barbados, and Trinidad and Tobago. The whole Eastern Caribbean islands, we are located right here. Nothing with respect to the immediate vicinity, but here are two tropical systems, Tropical Storm Sean as of last night and this morning, located a fair way out towards the east, and the tropical disturbance number one now moving off the African continent. We are still some ways away from these particular areas, so there's nothing much for us to worry about in terms of immediate impacts. But let's take you in closer to Tropical Storm Sean. This morning was located near latitude of 10.3 degrees north, 33.1 degrees west. It does not look rather good on satellite imagery. The center is someplace in this general location, continues to battle some wind shear, and some wind shear will continue to tear it apart, so the environment is not necessarily great. It's moving towards the west-northwest at 13 miles per hour. Currently have winds of 40 miles per hour with a pressure of 1006 millibars. This is the other system right at the back of it, which we will be monitoring in the next couple of days. So yeah, we're having some couple of systems for us to monitor, and we're going to be paying closer attention, particularly the one at the back, which I will speak to you in just a minute or two. In terms of our track forecast, Tropical Storm Sean was located at this particular vicinity, is moving towards the west to northwest, will continue in that general motion, and is forecast to encounter some shear conditions, and those upper level winds will tear it apart, and it will weaken to a tropical depression by Monday. And we are saying to you that as it moves on towards the west to northwest, some models are suggesting that the remnants of this particular feature will track closer to the island chain. In terms of the United States model, and in fact brings the remnants of this particular feature closer to the Leeward Islands as a weak tropical wave, and to give us some much needed rainfall in addition to the ones that we have already had. So it's not over till it's over, and we're going to be monitoring that to make sure that tropical cyclone impacts do not impact us here in the Eastern Caribbean islands, and if they do, and if they are likely to impact us, we are going to be keeping you updated. Let's take you out further towards the east. This particular area is the one that we are going to be paying closer attention to. It has about a 30% chance that it will do something over the next couple of days. Forecast to move towards the west. We don't like that particular motion because it brings the islands of the Eastern Caribbean into greater focus. So where this particular track is not necessarily nice. What will encounter in this general location? We're not forecasting a hurricane, but we can see the drenching type rainfall that Philip gave us, and these particular features can give us much needed rainfall, and the risk associated with them can bring on flooding, etc. So we're going to be monitoring it, but for right now, nothing immediate, but we're going to be keeping our eyes on it for the next couple of days. Closer to home, this is your satellite imagery for the Caribbean islands. You're looking at Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the British and United States Virgin Islands. You're looking at the Leeward Islands and islands further towards the south, including Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago. This particular satellite does not show anything of significance. One or two patches of low-level clouds. So if you're in the Leewards this morning, you would have woken up. So some morning showers. These particular clouds are now moving off towards the west. Will be coming into the vicinity of the British Virgin Virgin Islands during the course of today. But by and large, these patchy cloudiness here, what we are seeing moving rather slowly. So some dry air now moving in means that we're only having a slight chance of a shower, well, a moderate chance of a shower during the course of the morning hours, and it will get slightly weaker as the afternoon progresses. Further towards the south, nothing much for us to talk about. A weak tropical wave out there, but by and large, you're looking at your satellite imagery, nothing much in the way of tropical systems to impact us here in the Eastern Caribbean islands. So let's take a look at your forecast. If you're in Antigua and Barbuda today, Wednesday, a 40% chance that you'll see a shower in your neck of the woods, a slight chance of a shower on Thursday, moderate chance of a shower on Friday, even going on into your weekend looks pretty good. Take a look at your daytime highs, peaking as high as 32 or 33. You're in Montserrat, here's what you can expect. By and large, you're looking at the very same conditions because synoptically, nothing's going to change significantly from island to island because we are so close. Take a look at your daytime temperatures, peaking as high as 31 with your overnight lows nice and manageable at 26 or 79. If you're in St. Kitts and Nevis, the very similar weather conditions, a 40% chance that you'll see a shower during the course of today. Take a look at your weekend forecast by Saturday, only a slight chance of a shower. Anguilla, we're looking at a 30% chance of a shower, slightly lower here for Anguilla, but by and large, we're looking at the similar weather conditions during the course of the weekend. And if you're in the British and United States Virgin Islands, take a look at only a slight chance of a shower today under generally sunny to partly sunny skies. On Thursday, we're looking at a slight chance of a shower. Friday, a moderate chance of a shower. And your weekend in the British and United States Virgin Islands looks pretty nicely. Take a look at how your winds will change from the east-northeasterly by Wednesday and become more southeasterly by Saturday with your overnight lows 26 or 79. Thanks for joining us right here at our YouTube page at the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services. Let me take this time to thank all of you who have logged on and who have subscribed to our channel. Remember, the goal is to keep you engaged when it comes to weather, and with that, it will help us to fulfill our mandate with the World Meteorological Organization with respect to early warning systems. I'm Leonard Josiah, wishing you a wonderful and a restful day. God bless.